So you finally dusted off your dream of playing guitar. It's a good dream. Let's try it together. My name is CJ, and I'm here to help you learn how to play the G chord, the C chord, the D chord, and maybe even the G major scale. And if we're feeling good, the G run in bluegrass. So let's go ahead and look at the guitar. Now you have 6 strings. You have your E, A, D, your G, your B, and your E. Now for the G chord, you're going to take your first finger, you're going to put it on the 2nd fret, and when I say on, I mean right before it. You're going to have your 2nd fret, your 2nd finger is going to be on the 3rd fret of the E string. Now your ring finger and your pinky finger are going to be on the 3rd fret of the B and the E. So you'll have this shape. Now if your chord sounds like this, that's okay, that's normal. That means your thumb's in the wrong spot. So just move your thumb towards the back center of the neck, and it should push your fingers up. See how that pushes them up? It'll be natural like that. Now the next chord we need to go into is the C chord, and then we're going to go into the D chord. So the C chord's a little harder. We're going to take our first finger and we're going to put it on the 1st fret of the B string. Now the 2nd finger is going to go on the 2nd fret of the D string, and then we're going to do our 3rd finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, and you're going to play all the strings, and you'll have your C. So you have now G to C. To help you transition from G to C, because it's not supernatural, it's going to go from G to C. You're going to want to visualize it. You're going to want to think about it in your mind, where do my fingers need to go next? It's just like when you're doing anything new. What's the next step? So I'm going to see it, and it's okay to look down at your fretboard. I'm going to see it going from G to C. Now I know my fingers need to go from here to here, so you can practice that motion without playing it, and that'll help as well. So you have C, G and C are your 2 chords so far. Now we're going to learn D. So D is a fun one. We're going to go open D, 1st finger, 2nd fret of the G, 2nd finger, 2nd fret of the high E, and then we're going to do our 3rd finger, 3rd fret of the B. So you have your D chord. That's pretty. So now you have your G, you have your C, then you have your D. Now what's fun is you can go from G, and I'm throwing a thumb in there. You have your thumb, boom, playing down with your fingers like a boom chuck. Boom, chuck, boom, chuck, boom. So you go G, and then you go C. And you see my bass string switches when I go from G to C. I'm going to that A string as my bass. And I'm just playing down. Boom, chugga, boom, chugga, boom, chugga, boom, chugga. So G to C, back to G, but from G to D. And watch that thumb. I go from here to the D. Now if we want to make it a little more interesting, we're going to add the G run, which comes from the G major scale. So we'll start with the G major scale, and it'll go like this. So we have our 1st finger to the 3rd fret of the E string. I was close, something was in there. We're going to go 3rd fret, and then we're going to take our 3rd finger, go to the 5th fret, and then our pinky to the 7th fret, and then we're going to rinse and repeat on the string below. So 3rd fret on the A, 5th fret with that 3rd finger on the A again, and then 7th fret on the A with our pinky. Now on the D, we're going to go from our 4th fret to our 5th fret. So you have this. So that is your major scale. Now what we're going to go over next is the G run, which sounds like it, but takes some notes out. It goes like this. So you can hear it, right? So you have your third fret, third finger, open A, 1, 2, walking, and then you're gonna go open D, second fret D, and then open G. Now what's cool about that is we can go from G Now I know we learned a lot today, and if you understand, that's amazing, that's great. If you don't understand, totally okay. Just rewind, go back, and you'll learn it again.